Hey there, it's Jenny. I'm scoping 2 times in one day. Is this like illegal? I don't know. I'm psyched to be with you today. I want to create this periscope on how to move through fear as you grow your business and as you do your work in the world. Fear, doubt, we all have it. I wanted to create this opportunity for us to share. I'm going to share some insights with you, and I'm curious to have you comment as you're joining in. Hey, what's up? I'd love to hear where you're from, who you are. Just comment here. I want to know who you are. I want to know who you are because we're going to spend a few minutes together here talking about, I'm just trying to prop this up. I've got like my very makeshift video system here. Hey, from Turkey, from Brazil. Love this global representation. Everyone who's joining, just let me know who you are, where you're from. And I want to talk about fear. I want to talk about what do you all do to move through fear as you grow your business, as you grow your work in the world. Is there a certain technique? Is there some kind of trick that you use to, hey, Carrie from Austin. I know we've been connected online, but we haven't really been able to like connect. So great to have you here. Awesome. So everyone who's joining, just let me know where you're from. And we're going to talk today about moving through fear. Hey, Lisa, I saw you join. Everyone who's just joining in. Hey, I'm Jenny. I'm in Massachusetts. I don't know where you're from. We got Brazil, we've got Turkey. Hey, Massachusetts. Lisa, what's up? You're in California. We've got Carrie from Austin. Tell me where you're from. I'm totally getting into Periscope, by the way. This is my second Periscope of the day. I've never done that before, so I'm doing a double today. But I just got off of hosting a 2.5-hour writing and meditation retreat online. Oh, Ed, you're from Peru, but you live here. We're in Massachusetts. I'm in the Berkshires. And I'm feeling pretty fired up because I was able to share something super powerful with these women. They're storytellers and they all are working through fear. And I'm kind of in this flow right now. Ed, Springfield, I just drove through there. I was at the airport in Hartford. I just flew home from Florida. What's up, Springfield? And how do you all deal with fear? Like, share right now in the comments. Do you have a mantra? Do you exercise? Do you go to yoga? Do you run? Do you like punching bags or something? Like, what do you do to deal with fear? I have had much, fear in my life. Yeah, Carrie uses fear to fuel her. That's really awesome. I talk about that in my book, Get Gutsy, using fear as fuel. I think that's awesome, Carrie. Lisa says she's been exploring flower essences for fear. Yeah, Rootless Diamond, if you never try, you'll never know. Regret is worse than fear. Totally. I so agree with that. I mean, often fear holds us back from living. We become slaves to the fear. But what is worse, as that wise gal said, is that regret is worse than fear. So if you're feeling fear today as you build your business and as you're doing your work in the world, just know that that's a positive sign, because number one, it tells you that you're alive. Number two, it tells you that you're on to something. Your body is feeling something pretty powerful, pretty potent, pretty magical. Yeah, thanks for the hearts. I love the hearts. I think I'm just going to get on this heart spree or something. Be like, yeah, hearts. Fear tells you that you're alive and that you are hitting up against something that is worth working through, right? Usually the thing that we want the most in our business, in our lives, in our relationships, we're going to have to move through what fears us the most, or what we fear the most, what fears us. I don't even know if no, that's not what I meant. In order to get what we want, we're going to have to move through that which we fear. And we often will resist this. We're like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. That's way too much for me. I don't have what it takes to do that, like to hire people or to fire people or to speak on this big stage or to write my book. Yeah, what fears us? Maybe that's what it is, Lisa. What fears us is what we fear. Yeah, Ed says, I think that it is better to face fears rather than to ignore them. Exactly. because what we resist persists. So if we're just trying to ignore the fact that we're experiencing this, that it's triggering something for us, then we're ignoring that what is. And what is this beautiful thing we have called reality. And we can shapeshift and we can make things happen and manifest what we want. Right, feel the fear and do it anyways. But we must be willing to move through a healthy dose of fear. I'm curious what fear feels like to you all. For me, fear feels like fire. And I feel like I'm like standing in front of fire, or I'm about to kind of jump through a big fiery hoop. And the fear feels like I'm going to get burned, like it's going to burn my skin off, and that's it, like I'm screwed. But once I move through that, I realize that the fear is, that fire is very cathartic. Because when we burn through things, this is a yogic principle of tapas, it's a burning, it's a heat. We are able to cleanse ourselves. We release that which no longer serves us. So do not be afraid of fire or fear, because it's essentially going to transform you as you move through that. It's going to transmute the energy inside that is ready to be shape-shifted so that you can do what it is that you came here to do. All right, so what does fear feel like for you? If you can describe it in a few words, I would love to see your descriptions and get some new information of like, oh my gosh, that person thinks it feels like that. That's pretty interesting. I never thought about it like that. So hey, everybody who's joining, let me know where you're from and what fear feels like to you. For me, it feels like fire. And I want to know what it feels like for you, because here's the deal. You cannot allow, yeah, Lisa says, I check in with where in my body I'm feeling it. Yeah, totally. If you allow, yeah, fear is just an annoying voice telling you you'll fail. You'll just have to learn to ignore it. Yeah, you feel it in your gut. Totally. I want to show you. Hold on, gals and guys. I'm going to show you something. I'm back. I have like I'm holding my video up through like a stack of books, and I didn't want to move it. But this is my book. Who Lisa says she feels it in her gut. I call my book Get Gutsy because yeah, totally. I was freaking afraid of this thing. I was afraid of what was going to come out in here. I was afraid of the process. I was afraid of writing and telling the truth and all that. Yeah, totally. It's on Amazon, Rootless Diamond. Go check it out. Get Gutsy. Easy link is bit.ly/Get Gutsy. You can also go to getgutsybook.com. And it's right there. You can get the book on Amazon. You can also get a free chapter of the book if you want to simply check it out. Totally. But this book, oh my God, I was so afraid of writing this freaking thing. And it liberated me after it held me hostage for so many years, because which way gets you the most money? You're so cute, Rootless Diamond. Just go to Amazon. Go to Amazon and you can search for Get Gutsy. If you go to bit.ly/Get Gutsy, it takes you right to the Amazon page. But yeah, and you have, thank you for asking, Rootless Diamond. I hope you love it. There's paperback versions and Kindle versions. The crazy thing, anyone who's written a book on this Periscope, you sell so many more Kindle versions of your book than paperback. I'm still a paperback girl. I don't even own a Kindle. I don't want a Kindle. Everyone who has Kindles and buys my book on Kindle, I love you, but I just like I like to hold books in my hand. But I was so afraid to write that thing. And what are you afraid of right now? What are you afraid of? Share it right here. Like, we're in Periscope. We're all friends. We're all friends here. Tell me what you're afraid of. That's right, Rootless Diamond. What's your real name, Rootless Diamond? Like, what's your name? Yeah, nothing beats a brand new book. Like, when you feel the pages in your hand. I just led my writing and meditation retreat. Yeah, my book is Get Gutsy. Here it is, Get Gutsy. I published it in January. Oh, Kevin, you're so great. I published it in January. It became an Amazon bestseller first day of the launch, which freaking blew me away. It was so, I worked so hard for it, and I knew that the message just channeled right through me. It just came right through me. I decided to be an open vessel, and it came. I love great books, but I want to know what you're afraid of. So tell me, Tell me, yes, writing a book sounds extremely terrifying. It is, and it was. That's why I actually have a course called Get Gutsy Book Writing Immersion. I'm leading my inaugural group of students through that right now, and today I led an online writing and meditation retreat. Some of my students came, some new peeps came into that. It was awesome. For 2.5 hours, I got to lead people through writing. And meditation is a way into your writing. Edward, one of your biggest fears was to speak in English in front of people. Okay, because you're from, I think you said you're from Peru, so your native language is not English, but you know what? Good for you for speaking up and for not allowing that fear to rule you, because that would have totally sabotaged your life and held you back from those people who want to hear what you have to say, because I know you have a powerful message to share, no doubt. We all do. We're all powerful messengers. So those of you just joining, tell me where you're from. Rootless Diamond, I get anxiety for speaking in front of large groups, but I'm getting over it and learning. Yeah, people care and think I'm pretty funny. I'm sure you are. Hey, Tima from Utah. We're talking about fear, so tell me what you're most afraid of right now. Be honest. Hey, from Saudi Arabia. Rooney Matthew, be honest. What are you afraid of? Like, when we expose it, when we get it out from the closet, we breathe, we see it for what it is, and we're like, these are just paper tigers. This is all stuff in my head. Toastmasters with speaking, I honestly have never done Toastmasters. I was in a public speaking class in college. I took an entire semester on that. You have anxiety and PTSD, sending you so much love. Yeah, Toastmasters can be awesome. I love how you're not all business. You seem like a great people person too. Thank you. Yes, I'm very down to earth. I'm smart around business. I've been in business all of my life, but I can't stand just conservative, hardcore business. It's too boring for me. I want to be real. I'm very spiritual. I consider myself a spiritual teacher. I teach business principles, but I weave in spirituality into it. I weave in living an authentic life. I'm a mom of 3. And I just roll like that. Lisa says fear of failure, fear of people judging. Totally. Lisa, how are you doing with your pottery? I want to know. Yeah, failure, whatever. You know what? Right now, I want us all to say we're not afraid of failure, because you need to be failing more. If we're not willing to fail, then we're not learning, because failure is the root of it all. Like every big discovery, every big creation, every big invention, the root of it all has been failure. Like Thomas Edison, he failed so many times before he created the light bulb. Fear of people judging, for sure. Totally. Judgment, criticism. Let me tell you, when I wrote this book, I had lots of positive reviews and lots of critics as well, you know, saying some pretty mean things. And that was like a rite of passage for me. It was walking through fire, because I certainly had that fear in my life of like, oh my God, what if people don't like what I'm doing? And what if they say things about me or spread rumors or say that I'm a bitch or say that I'm too rich or fail that, whatever, just fill in the blanks. And it happened, and it's okay. Fear of failing and being embarrassed. Yeah. So again, what is failure to you? I want you right now to define what is failure to you. For me, failure is not trying, because if I tried and I've given it my best, then it's not failure. It was simply an experiment. I want you to take more experiments in your life. Take more experiments. And bring a level of curiosity to the experiment and say, wow, I'm really curious about how this is all going to net out. Right? Failure is trying and not succeeding. Right? Positive thinking. And when you say you try, like you really give it your best effort. You don't like half-ass it because you're afraid if you really give it your all and it doesn't work out, then you're going to be really hard on yourself and think that you're a loser or anything. Like if you're going for it, you go for it. You don't hold back. Yeah. Are you on Facebook? Yeah. You can give me a like. I'm on, my Facebook page is Jenny Fennig. Come on over. I'm always sharing positivity and business tips and life tips and all that. Hey, everybody who's just joining, Sandy Girl 777. I was born in 1977, so I like that. Tell me where you're from. What are you most afraid of? How do you move through that fear? Somebody asked, and I love the hearts. Give me some hearts. Let's see how many hearts we can develop today. We can create together today on this Periscope. Somebody asked, whoever it was, if you're still here, about how to get into meditation. Thanks for all the hearts. Like a beginner around meditation.